If you're confused about what to do with your hands when you're on stage, there's a very simple approach that we can use known as functional gesturing. It very simply means using our hands to complement our words. For instance, if you're talking about rises or falls or about moving forward and backward, we can simply use our hands to complement those words. So we can do rising and falling, moving forward and moving backward, or if we're talking about any sort of verbs like running or swimming, again, just using our hands to portray what we're saying with our words. But that can be easier said than done. We might still get very confused about what to do with these things when we're on stage and when to use the appropriate hand gestures. So we're going to go over 3 very simple gestures that you'll be likely to use in a lot of your speeches or presentations. Hey, my name is Radeep and I love learning about effective communications and sharing those learnings with you so that you can level up your communications game as well. Okay, the very first gesture, the quickest and the easiest one is the chop. We use the chop when we want to emphasize on something. This needs to be done today. We can also use the single chop as the double chop, and it pretty much has the same effect. The next hand gesture is the comparison. If we're comparing 2 different things, we can use our hands to make that more clear for the audience. So instead of just saying, I like Coke, but I don't like Pepsi, we can keep the same content and just add our hand gestures and say, I like Coke, but I don't like Pepsi. As simple as that. And the last gesture is to showcase 2 different types of emotions. When we're speaking, we might need to convey contradictory thoughts, and our hands become a great tool to showcase that contradiction within our speech. So for instance, if I say, I love Australia, but it can get a little too hot in the summers. Keeping the same content, I can use my hands as a tool to separate both these emotions more effectively. And it looks like this. I love Australia, but it can get a little too hot in the summers. And that's about it. 3 very simple hand gestures that we can use to complement whatever it is that we're saying with our words. If you have any more questions around things like public speaking or communications, we have an entire website with in-depth articles and resources dedicated just for that. So go check out franticallyspeaking.com. And if you're delivering a speech for the first time and are wondering, how do you open your speech to begin with impact, you can check out this really, really informative video right here.